It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through San Francisco. It's the Eagles and the Niners, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said...
The winner here, of course, a trip to Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58. Not a bad prize as we are underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season in Oklahoma.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Good job. Their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, well...
3rd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out, and now 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond.
Exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot. Was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football.
4. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with a fullback. Juszczyk. In lieu Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly.
And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs. On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make some.
Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
No surprise, it's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. Well, they take a chance on the option to give to Swift here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
But they're getting ready to go to work now.
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the gun, here's Swift. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Able to avoid it at the 40. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 15 for the Niners there, the first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight
receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Purdy, he's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass. It has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They're going to find a way to get back in sync. They all look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Devin Duvernay from 13 yards out. And the Niners are once again back in front.
Of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On first down, it's Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now Purdy. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Purdy from the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that. And
2 yards to show for it. Third and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. Throwing here, Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Devin Duvernay. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to widen their advantage. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution.
The 9. He'll drop to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to...
They run out of the gun with Swift. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. He's going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with...
You would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play ball and get that passing game going as well. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they're able to end that
rest of the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the Battle of the Sea. He will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs matching up against the Miami Dolphins. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr.
Second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he's going to have it on his first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in.
Purdy. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Davis. Second down. Here's Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking? Runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. 27 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase.
Throwing is Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against. I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can get greedy in a good way.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The 71 yards to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them.
Purdy looking to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with. They're going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
This is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll wind up getting just a yard, 1 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique.
Intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Purdy now on 2nd down. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked off.
Here, they'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is caught from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. No doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he had yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Well, he has to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work. You have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
At this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, that's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a crowded, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal? That'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball.
98 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on.
Exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down.
11. Purdy from the gun. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yard down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty full.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that important.
During the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that. More defensive linemen. Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety.
Hurts fumbles it. And Looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The hard pickup sets up 3rd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game. Here, can't stop him here. Back to throw, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's their 3rd and final timeout. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.